Fun fact, Austin is going to be the most visited city every single year in the entire world. That's right, more people visit Austin, Texas than Rome, Italy, London, England, and even New York City. So you're thinking about moving to Texas. You're thinking about relocating to Austin, maybe Central Texas specifically as a whole, and you're looking for the definitive guide to everything you need to know in advance. You're looking for expectations on all the high level, medium, and even nitty gritty details. Well, we've got a video for you today. I'm Dallas Seeley, founder and owner of the Seeley Group, one of the top ranked real estate brokerages in the entire Austin area, as well as the state of Texas as a whole. I'm excited to deep dive. Are you ready? Here we go. All right, so before we get started, before we deep dive in all the high level and medium details that you're looking for, just a little personal story. I was actually born and raised in Houston, Texas, lived there for over 20 years, and I have never visited Austin until college. You see, I did a internship for Rodeo Austin, and I had to live here for 3 to 4 months, and it was an opportunity to really get to know the city. And I was so blown away by almost every single thing we're going to talk about. And in my subjective personal opinion, how much better it was from where I grew up, that I made an executive decision that when I graduated from college, I was going to plant my roots, and no matter what, come hell or high water, I was going to live in the beautiful city of Austin, Texas. I'm so excited that I stuck to my commitment. I've been here since 2008, right? In the past 15, 16, 17 years has absolutely been incredible. The city just keeps getting better and better every single year in almost every single way. And I'm excited to take a deep dive with you. Are you ready? Here we go. Reason number one, Austin is one of the fastest growing cities, not only in the state of Texas, but the entire country as a whole. For 15 years straight, more and more people have moved to Austin, Texas than any other city in the nation. And like I said earlier, every single year, it just gets better and better and better. So let's talk about a couple of reasons why so many people move here. Reason number one, there's no state income tax. The state of Texas is one of the very few states in the entire country that doesn't have a state income tax. You get to keep more money in your pocket at the end of the day. Number two, there's a booming tech scene, right? We're called the new Silicon Hills. Google, Facebook, Oracle, all the big players in California are moving in droves. Everyone knows about Elon Musk and Tesla relocating to Austin, right? And we're nicknamed the new Silicon Hills. Number three, there's a vibrant culture blending music, arts, and innovation. I just love the culture here. Watch the client testimonial video right here above, and you can hear directly from someone who relocated from California to Austin, and the culture being one of their top favorite things. Number four, there's a perfect mix of urban amenities and natural beauty. You see, I grew up in Houston, Texas. It is flat like a pancake, right? There's not a lot of natural beauty, really more concrete than everything. And in Austin, Texas, they've really done a great job at keeping as much natural green space as possible. You've got Lake Austin, Lake Travis, you've got the rolling hill country, topography for days. It's just absolutely off the charts from a stunning natural beauty level. Number five, there's a strong job market with major employers like Apple, Google, Dell, Tesla, and the list goes on and on and on. And lastly, in my personal opinion, one of the top reasons more and more people are moving to Austin, Texas every single day is going to be the diverseness of the economy. You see, I grew up in Houston, Texas. That economy is really based off of oil and gas. So when oil and gas goes up, everything else goes up. And when the oil and gas markets go down, well, you guessed it, everything, including real estate, goes down. In Austin, Texas, right, we are the new Silicon Valley. We are one of the most thriving tech hubs in the entire country. We have state government here, right? We've got 7 different colleges here. We've got biotech, and the list goes on and on and on. So the diverseness of the economy really sets this market up for not only short-term but long-term growth as well. So the next thing I want to talk about, you're thinking about moving to Austin, you're asking yourself, what's the job market like? Well, let's start off with the average salary. Austin in Central Texas has an average salary of $72,000, making it one of the highest average salaries in the entire state of Texas and the southern region of the country as a whole. Number two, like I mentioned earlier, there's going to be diverse economic opportunities from tech, biotech, healthcare, education, government, and everything in between. Yes, we're one of the major tech hubs in the entire country now, nicknamed the Baby Silicon Valley. But like I mentioned earlier in the video, we have such a diverse economy compared to other major markets around us. The opportunities for you to move up are going to be endless. And then lastly, right, we're home to major universities, University of Texas, right, St. Edward's University, Texas State University. And so with all of that growth comes tremendous opportunity. The next thing I want to talk about today is going to be Austin's thriving culture. In my personal opinion, it's one of the best cultures of any major city, any major market in the country. I'm excited to tell you why. As we've talked about in past videos, and you can click on the link above, fun fact, Austin is going to be the most visited city every single year in the entire world. That's right, more people visit Austin, Texas than Rome, Italy, London, England, and even New York City. And you ask yourself why? Well, we're the live music capital of the world. We have some of the most incredible festivals and events happening, right? Famous festivals that you can come attend are going to be ACL every single fall. You've got South by Southwest every single spring. We've got Circuit of the Americas, as the locals call it, CODA, right, where you got F1 and major concerts and events and everything in between. The next thing I want to talk about, which is one of my favorites, is going to be the food and wine scene. Just outside of Austin is going to be the Texas wine country, right? It's one of the most thriving wine areas in the entire nation, and the food scene of Austin, Texas does not disappoint. As you know, we've got arguably some of the best barbecue, not only in the entire country, but the world as a whole. Our food truck scene is absolutely off the charts. And in the past couple of years, we've had a really thriving high-end food scene and sort of renaissance of up and coming, from high-end omakase sushi restaurants to world-class steakhouses to everything in between. The next thing that, in my opinion, takes Austin, Texas and its culture to the top of the list is going to be the outdoor activities and the healthy lifestyle. You see, we've got Town Lake that runs right through downtown. We've got miles and miles of hike and bike trails. And when I first moved here in 2008, and even today, Austin really has an overall health conscious scene. It's ranked one of the top healthiest cities in America. And that's something that I personally was really drawn to, and you can see all throughout the Metroplex. Lastly, today, when I talk about culture, I really want to make note that Austin has a super welcoming and diverse community open to welcoming newcomers. We have so many people moving here every single year, every single month, that more and more, what the locals like to say is a running joke. If you meet someone in Austin, Texas that was born and raised here, it's what we call a unicorn. And there's not too many unicorns left. And so the openness, really the diversity, Austin is just becoming a world-class melting pot of people moving from all over the country. And there's just really an openness to different cultures and different ways of thinking as Austin continues to grow and evolve. So the next thing you might be asking yourself is, what is the average cost of living like in Austin, Texas? Well, a couple things to take note of. Number one, the average home price in Austin and the surrounding Metroplex is only going to be about $500,000. It's more affordable than LA, San Francisco, Chicago, New York, Miami, and all those major markets around the country. You've got super strong salary potential in the growing job market, which we talked about earlier in the video. And again, the utilities and transportation costs are below the national average. So you want to hear more details on how incredibly low the average cost of living here is in Austin, Texas. And you don't just want to hear from my mouth, but you want to hear from others that we've helped relocate from all across the country. We've got a couple relocation testimonial videos you can watch. We'll put the link here above. and you'll get to hear directly from their mouths how incredibly affordable Austin, Texas is overall. So you've decided to make a trip out to Austin, Texas. You decided you're most likely going to plant your roots here, and you need to know where the best places to live are. Well, that's where we come in. We know every single micro pocket of the city like the back of our hands, and we're excited to talk about your goals, your vision, and what's going to be the best fit for yourself moving forward. So if you want downtown, you're going to get urban luxury living, right? If you want some of the top ranked school districts in the entire state of Texas, that's going to be Eames ISD or Lake Travis ISD. If you want more of a trendy artistic vibe, that's going to be South Austin. North Austin is going to be more of those family-friendly neighborhoods. Lake Travis obviously has that waterfront lifestyle, and East Austin is definitely going to have the historic charm and diversity a lot of our clients are looking for. So again, you're thinking about moving to Austin, Texas. You want to make a trip out, and you really want to connect with the top industry expert that knows every single micro area. Reach out to us today. We're here to help. We're going to go over your goals, your vision, your top needs and wants, and we're really going to dial it in to what's going to be the best fit for you moving forward. One of the last things I want to talk about today is you live in a different part of the country and you're asking yourself, what is there to do for fun? And what is the weather like in Austin, Texas? Well, let's start with the weather. Number one, there's going to be 300 days of sunshine annually in this beautiful city. We've got mild winters, perfect for year-round outdoor activities. We've got long summer seasons, great for water activities. You've got access to the lakes, paddleboarding, kayaking, boating, right? Just various indoor and outdoor recreation options year-round. On top of all the water activities that you can utilize almost year-round, again, Austin, Texas is the #1 most visited city in the world. And the reason why is because of all the things we have to do. You've got ACO in the fall. You've got South by Southwest in the spring. You've got Circuit of the Americas. You've got a vibrant nightlife. You have incredible access to the hill country, the wineries, the lakes, and everything in between. There's just so much to do in this beautiful city, and there's a reason why it's the #1 most visited market in the entire world. So in conclusion, you're watching this video, you're thinking about moving to Texas, you're thinking about relocating to Austin, and we just went over so many reasons why Austin is the place to be. But I want to give you some more nuggets to think about. Number one, the culture here is off the charts. I grew up in Houston. It's a really kind of oil and gas driven market, and the culture is definitely different from Austin. I've been to other major markets around the country, and Austin is special, right? If you watch the YouTube videos that we've talked about, you can hear from clients of ours directly of how amazed they are of the culture. Number two, the things to do, the activities, the festivals are off the charts. There's a reason it's the #1 most visited major city in the entire world. Number three, there's also a reason it's the fastest growing city in America. Again, more and more people move here every single year, from the job opportunities to the growth to the tech scene to government, healthcare, biotech, and everything in between. The opportunity to really plant your roots here and to make something special is one of the top that I've seen in the entire country. And then lastly, the Sealy Group's here. So if you watched the video today and you really enjoyed what we've had to say, go ahead and like and subscribe on the button above. If you liked anything we had to say, and if you're thinking about moving to Texas, if you're thinking about relocating to Austin, reach out to myself and my team. We'd love to help you. Again, my name's Dallas Sealy. I'm the founder and owner of the Sealy Group, one of the top-rated real estate brokerages, not only in Austin, Texas, but the entire country as a whole. We'll see you next time.